3CSN has been offering staff development and workshops around the state to support faculty in educational change. And the concept behind it is that by building networks of faculty who are committed to change and offering them the support in that work, you can build their capacity on their own campuses, and then that's what will contribute to kind of statewide change in the system as a whole. I first heard about acceleration at a 3CSN sponsored Links event. I remember it really distinctly at Rio Hondo College. I was just sitting kind of listening to one of the presentations, and Katie Hearn, who has spearheaded the acceleration movement in California, was sitting next to me. And we were talking about interventions for increasing success rates in individual courses. And she just leaned over to me and she said, "This is never going to move the numbers. The numbers will never move if we try to do these kind of changes." And I looked at her and I thought, "Explain, what are you talking about?" And so she started talking about the concept of acceleration and the way in which we really needed structural change to the system in order to really move our numbers. And so her point was we really have to rethink this whole structure of how we are doing developmental education if we want students to really be successful on a much grander scale. So I was really intrigued by the idea, and they gave a presentation at the Strengthening Student Success Conference in which they showed what they call pipeline data. So they show the success rates of students as they move from course to course in the developmental sequence and how many of them end up in the transfer level course. And the numbers look pretty bad, sort of on the state level and at their own campuses. So they talk about how this caused them to question, what are we doing? This isn't really working. And so when I saw that presentation and heard about how the two of them are trying to make change on their own campuses to deal with this issue, I was pretty moved by the presentation, and I returned to my own campus to share with them what I'd learned and to share with my department the information from this presentation